So the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to put a paragraph here. We'll force a double space or something, because the next thing that we want to talk about are, what is a web page if it doesn't link to something else? Really? Isn't that what web pages are supposed to do? They're supposed to have hyperlinks to something else. So let's talk about web page links. Web page links. So I'll put that as a comment, web page links. So I'm going to say this creates a link. All right, this creates an anchor, which is a link to a web page. What do you think is the tag that I'm going to use to create an anchor to another web page? Say it again? Yeah, it's actually A. It wouldn't be anchor. That would be kind of obvious, right? An anchor. It's actually A. Anything that I put inside between the opening and closing anchor tag is what is going to be that blue underlined hyperlink on my page. Anything that goes between the opening and the closing. So I spend the vast majority of my life on KSL Classifieds and on Amazon. So Amazon. How about if we just say Amazon link? How's that? Oh, you got to be a link. So let's create a link to Amazon. Whatever I put between the opening and closing anchor tags is the actual hyperlink itself, which means that there must be some kind of an attribute in the anchor tag that points it in the right place, and it's called href equals. I am going to put double quotes, and I'm going to paste the link that I want to go to here inside of those double quotes. The attribute is called href equals. I'm going to place, but I'm not just going to type Amazon.com. The best way to get the link to go where you want it to go is to open up a browser. Let's come back here. I'm going to leave these two open. Okay, we'll leave these two open, and I'm going to go to Amazon.com. Notice I type in Amazon.com. When it displays it, it says https Amazon.com. I'm going to copy that URL. Copy it. Just click into the URL bar. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back to my document. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to want you to notice what it pastes. https:// www. Okay, the whole entire link / there it is, or / there it is. Now when I save it, I'm going to shut down Amazon to see if it worked. And when I refresh my web page, let's see if I actually do have an anchor or a link. Oh, I'm missing a parenthesis. Let's see if I actually have an anchor or a link to Amazon. If I click on it, it should take me to Amazon. There's only one problem. I love the fact that now I have a hyperlink in my web page. It's cool and amazing, a hyperlink. But the only way that I can get back to my cool and amazing website is to press the back bar, because it overwrote. It opened in my tab, my page, my screen, and I have to back up. And that is kind of an annoying, because I love my cool and amazing web page. So what I would really like it to do is open it up in another page, another window, another tab. Depending upon the browser that you're using, it will open it up in another window or another tab in the same window. There must be another attribute that allows me to do that. So I'm going to come down here. Any of the text that we put inside of there, I am going to put a line break. And I'm going to say, this opens the web page in a new tab. I'm pretty sure that Chrome opens tabs. I think Firefox opens a whole other window. This opens a web page in a new tab. I'm going to use my anchor tag. Anything I put between my opening and closing anchor tab is going to be the link. So how about if we put KSL Classified. KSL Classifieds. Well, if I really want to go to KSL Classifieds, I'm pretty sure that the anchor tag has an attribute called href equals. I'm just going to put the double quotes there already. I'm going to put my cursor inside of them, and then I'm going to go to KSL Classifieds, ksl.com. It's not just good enough to get me to the website. I have to go to the Classifieds. So I'll click on the Classifieds. And when it takes me there, whatever that URL is, I'm going to copy. Control-C, and I'll paste in here. It adds a www to, or a HTTP that I didn't see when I copied it. That's how I can get to the right place. But there must be another attribute because I wanted to open it in another page. And so we can separate attributes. We separate attributes by a space. The attribute, I'm going to push that href attribute out just a little bit. And the attribute that we can use is called target. Target equals, and then I'm going to say target equals blank. So the attribute is target. The value of that attribute is blank, and it needs to be separated by a space by my href attribute. So I'm going to save that. Refresh my browser. I do need to be on the correct page. Refresh my browser and see if we can get to the classifieds, but I wanted to open it up in a new tab. Yeah, there it is. So there's a tab for KSL Classified. There's the tab for my cool and amazing web page. I'm going to type on my page, this is an excellent reference website for in-depth details on HTML tags. That is the text that I put on this page. I can't fit the entire text. This is an excellent reference website for in-depth details on an HTML tags. The beautiful thing about HTML, about hyperlinks, is the fact that I don't have to say, this is a hyperlink, click here. I can embed hyperlinks inside of my average everyday text, right? As I said before, anything I surround with the anchor tags will be the hyperlink, which means I'm going to surround some text in this line. What should we make the hyperlink in this line? This is an excellent reference website for in-depth details. Do you want to make the hyperlink reference website? Do you want to make it in-depth details? Whatever part of this sentence you want to be the hyperlink, surround it with the anchor tags. So I'm going to say excellent reference website. I'm going to put my anchor tag around excellent reference website. That is the hyperlink. That's the text that I actually want to be the hyperlink. You can surround anything that you want to, and then obviously an anchor tag must have an attribute called href, and then I'm going to come back because W3 is really an excellent. W3 is going, is it going to take? There it is, tag. Oh, it was under reference? This is what I was looking for. This is what I love about W3 Schools, is now when I went to w3schools.tag or /tags, now here's a whole list of tags. Unfortunately, marquee is not in here, unfortunately, but here's my break, here's the body, here's some of the ones that we have learned before. A is for the anchor tag right above the one that I'm searching on. So if I click on one, A for anchor, if I click on one of the tags, and if you don't mind, before I click on anything, I'm going to copy this, w3schools.com/tags. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste that between my here, because this is really where I want to take the user. I am going to say target equals blank, because I do want it to open up in a different page. I'll save that. If I click on any particular tag, the beautiful thing that I like about W3 Schools is it will tell me all of the attributes, and it will tell me the value of those attributes. So charset, the download, href, this is what we've been using, href. Relationship, rel, if you'll notice. Target, we've been using target as well, blank, parent, self, top. So these are some, it will tell me not only the attribute, but the values that the attributes can take on. And if I click on it, it will actually show me some of it in use. Some of the syntax show me. Anyway, I really like W3 Schools. But you can search for HTML tags on any website that you can get to. So let me shut that down. Let me come back to my web page. I'm going to make sure that I have saved that. I'm going to refresh my browser. I should probably put a line break somewhere in there. But now what I have is I have a hyperlink smack in the middle of my text. So now if I click on excellent reference site, that's only slightly amusing. And it overwrote. I think there's something wrong. Because target blank is inside of my double quotes. Thank you very much. Target equals blank. I accidentally put that second attribute inside of my quotes. Let's try it again. refresh my browser. I need to force a new line. Oh, no, we got where I needed to go. That's much better. All right, so I'm going to force a new line somewhere at some point. We could force a paragraph, I don't know, somewhere. I'll even force a paragraph here. We'll just force some lines.